So we decided to go to the top of Pikes Peak. And we started out, this was a Saturday. When you can't see the top of Pikes Peak, there's no reason to go up there with the rain and storm. So this is our second attempt.
Here it is. It's cleared up a little bit, quite a little bit. We talked to the guy on the top of the mountain. He said they were still taking people's money and then letting them go up halfway and turning them around. So I'm glad we waited.
So this section is going up through Manitou Springs. It's still a really pretty drive, but of course the ultimate goal here is Pikes Peak.
Here is the entrance to the entrance, I guess, of Pikes Peak. I just followed up. Now look at the line of cars. It was crazy up there. I guess it was 20% off day that day. And so we didn't know that. We were just there for the ride.
But it was the day that we had available. If you look ahead of us and behind us, there are a lot of cars, which made for a somewhat treacherous drive.
Oh, there's Bigfoot. And make sure you see that sign when you go up. They said, due to numerous sightings in the area, for your safety, they posted this Bigfoot sign. So that was kind of fun.
So this is just the below tree line, nice drive. We had a great time. It was easy, fun, just enjoying the drive.
This building up over the green roof, I think, is actually a lodge you can stay at on the way to Pikes Peak if you have reservations.
But now we're getting above tree level, and this is where the drive is very beautiful, but with the traffic was incredibly nerve-wracking. John can tell you more.
Yes, as the road became steeper, then everybody began to slow down. And you see the steepness of the road here. This isn't trick photography. It really is that steep. The traffic's slowing down. They can slow down pretty easily, but we can't. We're on a tall dual sport motorcycle, so picking your feet up and down isn't really very safe, and so it's best if you can keep moving, but the traffic made it really difficult.
So it takes a lot of trust to be on the back of a motorcycle in any condition. And we have speakers in our helmets, and I told John, I said, boy, this is kind of making me nervous. And normally he goes, don't worry, I've got this. And in this case, he's like, this is making me nervous too. So when you're on the back and you hear your pilot go, this is making me nervous, it's difficult.
It was difficult because I was contending with just the slowness of the traffic. And this particular group that we were in was moving very slow. So had to keep the RPMs up on the bike a lot just to be able to let off that clutch and have something and not have the bike kill or die. So that was the challenge on this road. The road has its challenges, but the traffic was really, I think, the danger in this ride.
And if you've watched any of our videos, seen us stand side by side, I'm fairly short. And so if the bike goes over, by the time my legs can hit the ground to try and brace, we're already down. And so I know that I'm not going to be any help, and it's just best to get out of the way if it falls. But as you can see, the scenery is stunning.
So here were the challenges. We slowed way down for the corners. Again, no trick photography here. It really is that steep. And so you need to keep some RPMs on the motorcycle while we're going, I don't know, look at here.
Almost
0.
at a stop.
So it's hard to keep your balance. I think it might be easier on a heavy street bike that's not as high off the ground.
Every time I looked up, I would see more cars, and I think we're almost to the top, we're almost to the top. But we're soon approaching an area where they make most cars stop because they're doing construction at the top. They don't let everybody go up. They do let motorcycles, they said no problem. I really thought we were up to this challenge because we've lived in Colorado quite a while now. We've driven on a lot of mountain roads, we've driven in a lot of conditions, and we thought, oh, Pikes Peak will be a breeze because amateurs go up there.
Yeah, amateurs in cars.
Amateurs in cars, and so we really thought this would be no challenge whatsoever, just a fun day out on the bike. But it was somewhat nerve-wracking. I think we've said that a multiple of times here.
Here again, just as she pans that camera around, check out this elevation gain. And you might want to also take notice of no guardrail.
We don't want to fall.
We don't want to fall. But it's a long way down there. This is what the top of Pikes Peak, or at least kind of below the summit, looks like. All these cars. I think we're not too far in the future seeing them close it to private vehicles. It's just so full. Look back in the distance, you'll see all those parking cars out on the hill. I started to pull in here, but the rangers waved me on and said, go on up. So here we go. We lost most of the cars. We can finally keep a little speed and enjoy the ride.
So this was a little better because we could keep some speed up. As we go along, you'll notice school buses. They are hauling all those people to the top. Here comes one. And John had a great appreciation for a bus driver driving on this road.
Yeah, that's gotta be a scary job.
Here we're finally approaching the top, and as you can see, lots of construction. That's why they're stopping so much traffic. But being in the motorcycle, we were good.
Hey, good morning everybody. We just finished our first leg of the Pikes Peak tour. We rode to the top one. I gotta tell you, the road is great. It's well maintained, there's no problems. However, the travel today was so slow. The hairpins were really difficult to navigate. And so we were always kind of on this edge of not having enough speed to make the corners, but here we are, we're at the top, we're looking forward. It was a way better adventure than I thought it was gonna be, but we're here.
Okay, check this out. If you look at the sign, it says 14,115 feet. It used to be 110. I guess it grew 5 feet. Who knows?
Maybe all that dirt they removed.
Maybe they pulled a bunch of stuff up there. I don't know.
So there's lots of great vantage. You can circle around and look off every part. The Cog Railway goes up there. We were talking to some friends who are also motorcyclists, and they mentioned wanting to go up there, and we said, you know, the Cog Railway might be the way to do this to get to the top.
Yeah.
This picture is somewhat reminiscent. We did go up there in 1988 in my Mustang, and so that was an interesting drive.
Here we are, just enjoying a little more relaxing going down without so much hanging on to the bars for dear life. Just enjoying the ride.
It's definitely a beautiful, beautiful drive. It's a lot of traffic, it's very touristy, but everybody should do it at least once in some way.
Yeah, and you probably should do it before they close it to private cars.
Yeah.
Which I don't know that they're going to do that, but it just looks like it's getting pretty full.
Yeah, we just have the history of doing things sometimes, and the next year it's like, oh, they don't let people do that anymore. We have no inside information on that. It's just, it's a lot of traffic to handle.
This is what it looks like, just so you can maybe take our advice under consideration.
And here's those hairpin turns going down, but much easier because John can engine brake. And we're on the inside more than the outside.
Check this out, it's a mandatory brake check. This has been there ever since I've been around Pikes Peak, and somebody's there now with a little gun, and they take the temperature of your brakes Used to in the old days, the guy would reach down and just touch your hubs to see if they were hot. He didn't have a very good job.
And they'd tell people to pull over. I could hear her say, you know, pull over 10-15 minutes, let your brakes cool off. Motorcycles, she just waved us on through.
Yeah, she didn't even check our temperature because motorcycles are just super easy to manage with engine braking. So.
So on the way down, we did have to stop at the Bigfoot sign because, I mean, come on, how can you not get a picture in front of Bigfoot or the sign?
For your safety, they have placed this sign because of the numerous Bigfoot sightings in the area.
And then here's a nice overlook to, I think, Cascade. And so you drive up, look over, nice we were there picture.
There you go, we were there.
And it was a great day, and John said we probably wouldn't do it again.
Oh, here it is. It was free day at the North Pole, so there was a lot of people there.
That made more traffic.
More traffic, yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed these videos. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. We would love to share this adventure. And thanks again for watching.
Thank you very much.
Trippin2Up.
See you next time.